Hey everyone, how are you? This week's 5-point update. These are the 5 things I want you to know, get an update on, or ask me about when I see you in the car. So the 5 things for this week then. DVSA update. I was at a conference last week and there's some stuff that might be helpful and I'll share that with you. Theory test help and what help you can get and how you might be able to finally pass that theory test if you taken a opportunity, I suppose, to use something that you might not have used before. My schedule, how you can best use it, how you might be able to get really ahead of in planning terms and get what you need. The driving test and what you could do if you've got a test already and I haven't already scheduled it. And then driving in the kind of wintry conditions, so October through till March, what we can do from a practical point of view, and also what you might need to do on test day. So 5 things then. DVSA update. So what you may know is that the head of the DVSA, the CEO of the DVSA, has left. Now, I think they were pushed myself since 5 years, haven't yielded any results. Driving test waiting times have never been longer, and driving examiners are leaving at a rate they can't replace them. So it's not a good headline. Bots are jacking all the tests and stealing them. People are selling tests for profit. It just reads as a horror story, and there's no successes in there when you look at the headlines. So there was an interim kind of person looking after things, and they were telling us about test waiting times and some other things. So here's the kind of salient bit of what I discovered. So the ability to book driving tests on your behalf is very, very likely to go in April of 26. That's to say you and only you can book a test. I can't book a test for you anymore. And I can't change it, I can't call in and phone it, I can't swap it. The limitations are going to be really significant. But I am told there's going to be some kind of workarounds for example, the person who might not be able to book a test by themselves. They haven't got it in them, they haven't got that kind of resourcefulness or the information or the ability or the confidence even to phone in and get it done. So there's a couple of kind of changes. The people that, for example, do intensive driving courses for a living, some people only do, they see, and they can't get driving tests for the candidate, and it's just going to be a dog's dinner and a bit of a mess. So that is on their way, and it's going to change, and there's going to be a report come out in about 2 or 3 weeks, which is going to list the sort of nuts and bolts of it and what it is that will and won't change. And then I'll have a better idea, but I'm pretty certain that come April onwards, give or take, I won't be able to book tests for you, I won't be able to swap them, I won't be able to get someone else to take your space if you're unwell or any of that. So not great. The other bit they said was that they are 500, I think, 500, give or take, 500 driving examiners short of the number that they need in order to do the amount of tests that they want to do, and that the rate at which they employ them, they're leaving, or they don't qualify, or people that were in the job sort of go, you know, they've had enough as well. So it's a never-ending story of trying to fill vacancies that they can't get their numbers up. There's a load of reasons why, pay and conditions and some other stuff, but mostly I guess jobs unsatisfaction is a little bit of it, and the quality of the people that they get to apply isn't the strongest. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. What they did say was, and they said July 26 is the point at which they feel that with all their changes and the proposals that they're going to make for April 26, that the demand is going to drop right down. They're going to be able to cope in a whole better way, and about July onwards the waiting time is going to be 7 weeks or so. I'll believe it when I see it, because they've said it before, but it seems as if they got some ideas. The theory test helps. So Theory Test Explained is a website and a Facebook page that you could use to get yourself some help. I've explained it before. There's been some uptake actually, and a few people have gone off and done it and said they found it really helpful. But a guy called Chris Bensted only does theory test help now. Doesn't do learners in the car no more, just helps people with their theory tests. So he's offered, after conversations I had with him, to give anybody that I'm working with theory test help, and all they've got to do is get in touch, and the details are in the show notes here, and you'll get 1 free session, and you can use that session to have some practice or develop some new teaching tactics or learning tactics even. And a lot of people after one session now finally think, oh right, I'm going to study for the theory test this way. Or they have a different approach. Some take other sessions, and if you do, that's an arrangement that you two make, and you can take as many sort of Zoom online help sessions as you want to get you through your theory test. So that's sort of open to you, and if you haven't been successful passing the theory test till now, what's to lose by doing the 1 freebie? I don't know. So maybe go do that. My schedule, I work less evenings, as I've said, now till March, April time, and then March, April time onwards, there are more evenings, weekends, and such like. So the schedule's there. It's there till next December now. So December of 26 is in there now. So get your lesson scheduled way past any driving test date you even think you might have, even if you ain't got a date yet. You know, plan till next July, August. If you don't need them, we won't do them. But if you've got them, at least you've got options. If your test gets cancelled or you're unwell or whatever, and then your test then becomes later down the road, down in terms of time, you know, pushed back, you've got lessons around it to help you. If you're unsuccessful and you've got lessons scheduled after your driving test day, we can revisit what happened. We can make progress plans and improvement plans, and we can do things that we can't do if you've only booked lessons up to your test day and then you got no more. So, you know, work on the what if. What if I needed a second try? It's not the plan, is it? We want to get you through, but what if I need a second try? How am I going to get practice? So take a look at the schedule, plan like your test is next August of 26 maybe, and then that way you've got dates, and if you don't need them, you won't do them. If you want to swap them, I can maybe talk to somebody and they'll help you out. If you've got a driving test that you booked yourself, it's really important that you let me know, because if it's not in my schedule, date, time, all that, then maybe I'm not free, my car's not free, maybe I'm away, maybe someone else booked a test, and then I can't help you because you can't be in two places at once. So it's really important to tell me that you have your test booked if I haven't met you, or you've done it since I saw you last. And then number 5. So it is terrible weather, isn't it, generally, now till about March. But when the sun does pop out, it sits lower in the sky for all day long. And so depending on what time you have a lesson and where we go, you might be driving into the sun, and it's really discombobulating, and it can be quite difficult to navigate. And when I ask people about weather conditions, they'll always say snow, ice, rain, you know. They often won't think to say the sun is a dangerous driving condition, because sun's happy, it's a bright sun, we love sun, but it can be, if it's in your eyes and you can't see, it doesn't matter what it is, the dark, the snow, the whatever, you can't see. So you have to have sunglasses with you. Bring sunglasses with you. I've got standard market $5.99 ones in the sun visor in the car, and you're welcome to borrow those. Not very fashionable, but if that's what you want to use, you can use them. But bring your own, and then you know, have them on top of your head, and then especially on test day, and if you need them, pull them down, turn the corner, pull them up. But you don't want to get caught out by the sun. Driving test day, I definitely encourage you to bring sunglasses. It can be problematic if you wear regular glasses, and then you take your regular glasses off. You then can't have your eyesight corrected by cheap $5.99 sunglasses, of course. So some people, for example, they'll wear contacts, put the contacts in, then wear their $5.99 Mickey Mouse sunglasses, and they're good. So you've got to do what works for you. But I encourage you actively to think about the low-hanging sun now till about March, and bring your sunglasses with you. So your 5 things then this week are the DVSA and the update. So the changes to the test booking system are going ahead, pretty much. They are going to have another crack, if you like, at booking, getting driving examiners to want to work for them. They are saying that July of 26 is when finally the demand will go down. It won't go down before. So you've got to book lessons and really throw yourself at this if you want to pass next year, because they're already only issuing let me get this right. When do I look on Monday? They were issuing tests for May, I think, the end of May. When I looked last week, I'm going to look tomorrow, and it'll probably be June. So you've got to get in front of this. Theory test help, you can get theory test help if you want. If you want to learn in a different way, take your free lesson, your free Zoom session. Let me know, or read the show notes that have got the website, the URL in there. Book as many lessons as you need now till test day or beyond. Think that your test date, if you don't have one already, think that it's August. Get your lesson scheduled. I work more hours from about March. Why not get in front of it? Why not get busy now and get it scheduled? Because I can help a maximum 4 people a day across the 6 days that I typically work. So if you want to be one of those 24 people that I help in a week, you've got to get in front of it. It really, I can't impress it enough that if you wait, then I just won't ever have what you need. And I want you to be successful, and of course I do. So let me help you, but help me to help you. The driving test, if you booked it yourself, then I need you to tell me, because maybe I've not scheduled it. Excuse me, it's got a damn cough, I've had it for weeks. But if it's not my schedule, my car's not free, I'm not free, and I don't want to do that to you. So, and remember, you know, driving test in the future, you're only going to get 2 chances to switch it. So we don't want to waste those switches, if you like. And then winter weather, sunglasses. Bring them with you, stick them on your head, and then you're good. If you want to borrow my cheap, horrible ones, you can do that too. But I encourage you to get your own. And then driving instructor of the year. A few of you must have sent votes in last week, because I keep getting, oh hello, you've had notifications for driving instructor of the year. So thank you for doing that. It's really, whoever set this thing rolling, it's wonderful that they did. I didn't know they'd done it. So because I had a number of people, past and present, vote for me in that awards night thing, I'm now able to say to my own people, would you like to vote for me too? And if you want to, here you go. So yeah, if you're still time to vote for me, if you feel like I'm doing a good job, if you feel like I've helped you in a way that no one else did, if you feel like finally someone gets me, finally I can see my way to test pass success, then great, I love that. And if you want to formally express that in a way that could help me, I don't know, that would really be great. As ever, thank you for letting me help you. I know you've got loads of options that you could have had. Thanks for working hard and trying to do your very best. The 2 things I only ever want you to do, really and truly, are look at yourself in the mirror and say, I really tried my hardest today. I couldn't have tried any harder. I gave it my best. And that I focused and I concentrated as much as I could. And when we can do those 2 things, the skill and the improvement and the driving test, they take care of themselves. They just do, because we're throwing ourselves at it in a way that means it matters, and we're really trying to be able to say to ourselves, I couldn't have tried any more. And that's all I ever want from you, is you giving me your best, so that we can land that dream of yours to get your test passed. I will see you the next time you're in the car. All right, have a good week. Bye.